Something good gonna happen in this year, and I am grateful that I made it here. Yesterday's gone and a new.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to look at the BBMA cycle, the cycle through which BBMA works. We want to know, how does price move with respect to BBMA? So to start with, the cycle is very simple. Okay, in that, in case price was moving up, okay, it will make an extreme right about here. It will make an extreme. Then when it makes an extreme, it comes to the mandatory TP. Okay, then it makes MLV. Okay, that is market loss volume shall come. I'm going to come back and rename all those. And then what it does, it makes a CSD or candlestick direction, and then it comes back for a re-entry. Okay, comes back for a re-entry, and then continues making a momentum, re-entry, momentum, like that. Okay, so in short, if I may label them, right about here we have extreme, okay, then actually I think let me use extreme. Let me use a call out so that it can be simpler for us. Okay, so let me use this option. So here, right about here, we shall have what we call extreme, and then we shall have right here, we shall have mandatory TP, mandatory TP, mandatory TP, mandatory TP, mandatory TP, and then mandatory TP. Then from there we shall have market long volume, market lost volume, and then we shall have right about here we shall have CSK, candlestick, Arakoko, then we shall have our first re-entry right about here. This is a re-entry, and then we shall have CS. This is it. Now this is a momentum. Now price will make momentum. We are going to see all these on live on charts, and then price makes a re-entry once again, a re-entry once again, and price continues like that. Okay, are we together? So in short, this is what they call this one is the extreme. And you remember the definition of extreme, we said it is where price moves out of the Bollinger Band. I hope you remember that. Then price will come to the mandatory TP. The mandatory TP is what they normally call TP Wajib. Okay, TP Wajib is this one. And then price will come and lose value. It will lose momentum. Okay, the upward momentum will no longer be there. That is what they call MLV. In Malay, that is market hilang volume, but in English you can call it market lost volume. Okay, now when market loses volume, or when it loses gas to move up, it will obviously make a fall. That is in case for a sell. Okay, and it will make a candlestick arakuku or CSAK. Okay, in English that is the candlestick direction. So from the candlestick direction, price will come now, will be ready now to actually go in that direction, because you can see it is called CS, the candlestick direction. It is giving you the direction where the market is expected to move next. So after that we shall have a re-entry, and right here is where we enter from. Right here is where we enter from, and price continues making momentum. It again comes back to a re-entry, making momentum, re-entry, momentum like that, and price continues downwards. So I would like to actually show you all this on the. So if we can look at an example of gold, you can see price here came, doing the re-entries, the momentum, the re-entries, the momentum. Now it reached this point right here, and it made a what? It made an extreme. You remember our cycle that we have been talking about? It made an extreme right about here. It came to TP Wajib. Now TP Wajib or mandatory TP is, for example, if I've been buying, price has been moving up like this, the TP mandatory when price makes an extreme is actually the low MA510 high. Low. Okay, you get these lower bands, moving averages, the weighted moving averages, the lower ones are the ones which we call the TP mandatory. That is when price has been moving up and makes an extreme sell. Then the TP mandatory is the previous, or those low MA510. Okay, so this is the mandatory TP. Price came, took the mandatory TP, it came back, okay, creating MLV or market lost volume here, because market loses volume, that is in case price fails to close above the Bollinger Band. Okay, price, because now you can see here momentum has been high, we are going up, we are pushing through the upper BB, but now here when we came, we were not able to close above the upper Bollinger Band. So there, that means that market has lost volume. So for our case, that is not our point to enter. We still wait. We want more confirmation. We want CSAK. And you remember the candlestick direction, we said it is actually the candle which closes below the mid BB and the MA510 low. Okay, this one. So the moment we see the candle close below the MA510 low and the mid BB, then this one is now our CSD. Okay, in fact, let me name these ones so that we can remember very well. So here we can see this is an extreme right about there. If I put it in red, it is an extreme. Okay, we have extreme, an extreme because the MA510 has gone outside of the Bollinger Band, so that one we call an extreme. Then from there we have TP Wajib. TP Wajib is this one, the mandatory TP. TP Wajib is that one. So that's where we take in the the profits right away from there. That is in case we entered the there are entries for extreme also. You can enter in an extreme. So in case you did that, this is the point where you're going to take your profits from, okay, at TP mandatory, because we expect TP Wajib, that price when it reaches TP Wajib, chances are that it is going to retrace back, okay, and that is what happened right about here. Price retraced back to form an MLV, or market lost volume, okay. So we have MLV there, and then we formed a candle, or you could call it a direction candle, that is CSD direction candle. Let me mark it blue. That is a CSD, candlestick direction. This shows us that market is actually interested in changing direction, okay. So we call it CSD at that point. So whenever we have CSD, we always expect price to come back and fulfill the full cycle of BBMA. That is, we wait at the re-entry now to do what? To sell, because it has been. So we shall wait right about here at the re-entry. After we have seen the CSD, we wait here at the re-entry, okay. And when we wait right there, when price comes back, this is our first re-entry. So we were supposed to enter in here. This is re-entry, okay, re-entry. So our aim was to wait for the full formation of the cycle of BBMA, and we enter at that point and watch what happens next. Price just melts, making CSA, CSM, okay. So remember we said CSM is I said that CSM is whenever price is closing outside of the Bollinger Band, okay. So here price has closed outside of the Bollinger Band. This candle here closed outside of the Bollinger Band, okay, which indicates a selling pressure, that sellers now are in the market. So what next? We expect price to continue with the same cycle that we have been discussing. Even if you go back right this side, re-entry like that, the cycle is always the same, guys. It is extreme, TP mandatory, MLV, CSAK or CSD, and then we come for our entry. Price keeps on making momentum, making re-entries, making momentum, making re-entries. We can see the same thing here, that we had our CSM here, and then we had our MLV after price had obtained the TP Wajib right here, okay, and then price came for a re-entry here, okay. Let me use a longer, use this kind of arrow. Price was moving down, it made extreme. We're going to study, I'm going to teach you guys about the types of extreme. There are many types of extreme. So price came down, moved up to after making an extreme, it moved up to the TP mandatory, after which it came for MLV, okay, MLV, and then now it formed CSA. Now this is CSA, not CSAK, okay guys. I'm going to be teaching you all the things. I hope you stay tuned so that you can learn. CSA is also a signal that market, it is an early signal that market wants to change direction. So after the CSA, we had entry right here, and then price moved up, making a CSD. Okay, now we have direction. Then now what do? We wait for your entry and we full margin, and price moves up with the momentum like that, and the process continues. So that is the power of BBMA. Okay, that is the power of BBMA, and that is the complete cycle. So one thing I want to you guys to note down is that price will not always follow that way. Why? Because it has different codes. I'm going to be teaching you about the different BBMA codes and how they look like, how they work, and you will see that in some cases it is true we receive full cycle of BBMA, but in other cases not. So we want to understand when and how and why and why and how and when. We want to understand each of these concepts so that we can know the right time to go in and out of the market in order to make profits. Guys, our major aim here is to make as much profits as possible out of the market. Otherwise, that is a short video I could make about the BBMA cycle. Yes, that is the short video I could make. So we'll be uploading more videos concerning the rest of the things that we have to tackle, guys. Okay, well, have fun in the market, make profits. I love you more. Just subscribe and like my YouTube channel. Thank you.